Thank you, Stephanie. Welcome, everyone, to tonight's session. I am the game master. I'll be playing all the NPCs and putting the players through situations that they will continue to befuddle me with their solutions. Joining me tonight are...
Lorne.
Did Lorne run
He
off
went to get a
get
drink.
Oh,
he's not back.
damn it.
Oh, okay.
I thought he was back.
We'll circle around. We'll put we'll put a pin in
I
that.
distracted him.
Well, starting off right. Hi, everyone. My name is Chris, and I'll be playing Maximilian T. Justice, Dragonborn Paladin, who has a bone to pick with this place.
Hi, I'm Ian, and I'll be playing Seymour Sunkist, Warlock Newspaperman, and tonight's top story, we'll find out, is the Pool of Radiance the secret to eternal radiance? Tonight at 6. But first, Chirrup is going to go into her first in-depth expose on tax evasion.
Random chirping and squawking noises come from the Birdman. Hi, everyone. My name is Tara. I shall be playing Chirrup, the Kenku bard from the College of Whisperers, who is wondering if he has some spare vials for this Pool of Radiance thing coming up.
I'm Stephanie, and I'm playing Molly Goldman, socialist cleric and defender of the proletariat.
Hello, Nabil here. I'll be playing as Haboob of the Red Sands, a Tabaxi rogue of the subclass Phantom.
I am Brendan, and I will be playing Julius, the Vidalcan wizard.
And hello, I'm Lorne. I'm playing Dr. Batney Eisen, the Tiefling Artificer, who has no idea what's going on anymore.
Our party is in the catacombs beneath the city of Denevar. They are chasing a dragonborn sorcerer who is looking to use a pool of radiance deep beneath these catacombs to assist in locating an ancient draconic artifact. Already the party has survived speedy wall-climbing zombies, collapsing stairs, and one very drunk member of the welcomers who had been trapped here by the zombies. You've also found the remains of 2 missing clergy members that had been turned into ghouls by the strange necromantic symbols carved into their chests. And currently, most of the party are in a room that have had skeletons plastered into the walls and the ceiling, a few of whom dislodged and attacked the party. But Seymour and Chirrup are slightly further along in the dungeon, or in the catacombs here, with Chirrup inside a tomb and Seymour standing guard just outside the gate. And inside this tomb, Chirrup has found a mummified figure in magnificent apparel, sitting on a raised throne that has been inlaid with ivory and semi-precious stones. In its right hand, it holds a golden dagger and a balance beam in its left. There's a tarnished silver and gold crown that seemingly is floating above its head, but by looking at it, Chirrup has noticed that the crown is being suspended by thin wires that are ending in small hooks. And the whole room otherwise is draped openly in cobwebs. And the room in front of Seymour has skulls lined across shelves in the walls. And so as this combat with the skeletons has ended, this is where we pick up for most of our party. So, Chirrup, you are in this tomb with Seymour standing guard, knowing that you probably only have a few seconds before Casset, the acolyte and servant of Kelimvor that has asked you not to steal anything from the dead in these catacombs, will be heading towards you. So what is he doing?
Well, considering there's still a witness in the form of Seymour, Chirp is not going to do nothing.
I think
Hey,
Seymour's
now,
standing guard.
I'm not in the tomb. I am safely outside the gate. So any traps that go off are on Chirrup. But
Yeah,
I'm more.
I think it was more, you're a journalist who reports everything.
Oh yeah,
You're right freaking
that's
there, dude.
actually that could happen. Yes, but no,
Yeah,
I am
and-
not in the tomb with you. I am standing outside.
Seymour's trying to come up with similes for explosion and damage for Chirrup.
What?
Yeah, I
Chirrup,
also-
what rhymes with decapitation from trap?
Oh, okay. That's failed. I tried to make a chirping noise. Yeah, he'll just chirp at you. Yeah, I don't want to risk doing anything. This doesn't seem like what we've come for. I've got Seymour right there. The priest is supposed to be coming down shortly. I, quite frankly, don't want to take the risk right now. Yeah, this doesn't look like the place we need, right? There's just this pretty crown hanging by wires and nothing else.
You haven't. I mean, you can give me a quick investigation check if you want to. Just even make a quick perusal of anything else in the room.
Oh yeah, I haven't. Yeah, okay. I'll poke around, but I have no intention because I know I don't have time and I've got somebody right behind me.
All right.
Oh, I trip and I fall flat on my face. Nothing happens. Unless I trap on a trap trigger. That'd be fun. All right, we're doing the critical fumble tables. Hit it. What do I do?
Oh no, that was for not for an investigation. That's only for attacks.
You can't crit or crit fail a skill check.
That'd be
Or a
fun.
saving throw. It's just attacks.
Just attacks, yeah. But
But you do look around. You move forward. You get a face full of cobwebs that you actually sort of inhale, and they are incredibly sticky and are getting underneath your feathers. And it's an incredibly unpleasant experience.
Anybody hear a bird cough before? Those are the noises Chirp is making.
It's pretty pathetic.
Yeah.
And it's at that point you just hear a slight, oh, yeah, not that you would listen to me anyway, but I just thought you should know that Cedrere was quite fond of her gold. She probably wouldn't appreciate you mucking about with it.
Max pokes
Sure.
his head around the corner. It's like, Chirp, come on.
Chirp is just like a little bit insulted right now because he legitimately had zero intention on doing anything. He was just being curious and poking around. So he is legit. He just thumps past everybody.
Seymour purposely shuts the gate that Chirrup opened behind her
And
sets the
Chirrup,
latch.
as you make your way through the room, you start to hear from from a series of skulls on these shelves. You just start to hear whispers.
Can I roll perception to see what these whispers are saying?
Yes.
Perception.
Yeah, so all of these niches are filled with stacked bones, and the skulls they're about 6 inches apart on these ledges. And above the wall, there is an inscription, mostly obscured by accumulated dust and cobwebs. And you hear, as you stroll through, Chirrup, just questions. Answers are a prison to oneself. Questions are a burden to others. Unload your burdens, questions.
I will stop, hold up my hand so that hopefully the rest of the party stops too, and I will perfectly mimic the whispers of the skulls.
Do we hear the whispering, or is it just Chirrup?
Just Chirrup at this point as he walks through. But Cassett will say, this area is known as the Speaking Dead. Apparently in times past you could ask them questions and they would answer as best they could. But from what I've heard, the skulls can give you different answers and contradict themselves, and a few can even be a little bit of a jerk. But if you have any questions, please, you might want to feel free.
Okay. Max will step up, look around, and say, aside from me, have you seen any Dragonborn walk through here?
You see a few of the skulls, just this flicker of light in their eyes, and you hear a few, yes, no, yes, yes. Beautiful Dragonborn. And then you hear another skull say, no, it was a half-dragon. Half-dragon, I swear. But at the end, you just see the eyes get brighter and brighter, and then they finally ignite in flames, as does the top of the skull, as green flame starts slowly flickering from it, and the skull begins to raise off of the shelf itself.
Casset, is that normal?
Casset, just immediately sort of backs away and says, no, that is not it. But the skull that floats just says, you seek the Dragonborn. You have stepped further than you should have, friends. And it's time to roll some initiative, please.
Europe will sigh loudly as it starts to glow and float up.
Yeah,
Okay,
Chirrup,
there's
you
no way to
see.
protect this.
Yeah, Chirrup, you see in the next room. That room has areas similar to the previous ones in the catacombs that were set up as slices of life. However, the previous ones were like pleasant depictions of daily life, and what you see in front of you are more like crime scenes and nightmares.
Ugh.
And you also notice a large pile of debris has been stacked in the center of the room. But there is a large, or a small glowing skeleton in the air.
Oh shit, sorry, I forgot to roll initiative.
The Drift Club rolled?
That means
No.
there's...
I was just moving
I'm
it up
sorry,
while
that's
he was
me.
talking, sorry.
That's me. My mistake. I selected Drift Globe instead of my character. I am sorry.
I think
I mean-
Patrick fixed it.
The Drift Globe has more character.
Uh,
Boom, boom.
and more initiative.
You don't deserve initiative that I'm about to give you, but take the 10 thing.
All right, first up is Athena.
Athena's gonna move here. Help action. That's 20 feet. 30. 40.
All right, yeah. Athena swoops by. That takes us then to Haboob of the Red Sands.
Okay, so... sorry, I'm just checking out my character sheet. Just one second.
Yeah, so you are in this room with niches filled with bones, skulls along the wall, and this flame skull now flying just above Julius that is starting to cackle madly. So you can see there is a large sort of exit over by Chirrup, who appears to be, from his body language, if not upset by what he sees, certainly surprised.
Okay, so I'm just gonna move a bit to see if I can see what Chirrup sees. Yeah. Oh.
So you see some fairly gruesome tableaus set up as you stare into this room. You see skeletons of young children posed as if they're strangling a grown man. Another man who appears to be about to chop the head off of a person sitting on a log. You see another one showing 5 people holding down a skeletal man in a chair and pouring something from a greasy brown vial down their throat. You see a body that appears to have been broken open like a piggy bank.
Huh.
Well then.
That reminds me of home. I mean, I can't see any. I mean, other than the people that you described, I can't see anyone else. I'm just gonna ready in action if anybody, for any hostile creature that comes in my way. So that's it for me.
All right. Sure enough, Haboob has just ignored the flame skull and come to your side.
Oh, I may see something, so I'm going to fire at the flame skull because I'm out of spells.
You fire, and the crossbow bolt grazes off the skull, sort of knocking it for a bit of a loop, and it spins in the air, and its eyes just, slowly sort of turn to you, and as it continues laughing.
And then I am going. Oh, I'm probably going to. Nope. I'm going to do this. 5, 10. I'm just going to duck around this corner here.
All right.
Hopefully, I don't trigger anything. That's it for me.
Takes us to Julius.
Julius is realizing that he slightly only has a damaging fire and ice spell.
Oh, shut up. Actually, roll again, because there was the help action, so you potentially could crit.
Right. Do boop boop boop. Boom.
Nope, 19 stands. Julius looks down at his hands and
Fire enemy. I don't know if they're immune to Can a skull that can fly be prone?
It's a good question.
I mean, you want to curb stop him?
Julius thinks and realized, I slept through that class.
Yeah. Yeah, he is kind of useless here in terms of damage. I'm going to give the help action. And just stand there and get in its way.
All right.
Slapping it.
So you just start waving your hands around in front of it?
Yep.
Which one am I going to use?
Maximilian T. Justice, you see your blue-hued friend try and distract this burning skull in the air.
Absolutely. And quite frankly, I'm annoyed at this thing. So, I mean, I was asking questions. We had a good rapport. We were breaking the ice, and then this guy shows up. Just, I don't know what to say, So let's just pop him in the face for that.
All right. You swing, and your, pick hits, and then the radiant blast goes off. And the skull just kind of spins and arcs in the air as the radiant and cold energy surrounds it. But you see the cold energy just kind of dissipate in the flames.
It's undead.
Don't think ice is gonna work.
Oh yeah, you do get. He rolled the extra D8 in the smite.
I did. It's 3d8. 3,
Yeah.
5, and 3.
Any movement, any bonus actions?
Bonus action. I am going to attempt to. I guess I could attempt to knock this thing to the ground, and fail.
You go to just bat it, and it just squirts right through your fingers.
Well, that was my shield, but
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, that's your shield bash. Yeah, so you go to swing it, and it just manages to just get out of the way, and you are unable to knock it to the ground.
all right.
And with that, it hovers a few more feet up and just cackles and cackles as you see this little burning seed of light begin to appear in the room, which then explodes out. I need everyone to give me an intelligence saving throw, please.
Everyone?
For everyone except Chirrup.
Oh, come on.
I went derp.
All right, yeah. Haboob, you feel the heat of this fire, as does Julius.
Is it at magic?
It is.
It's a 19.
Oh, I have an advantage. No, still 11.
All right. Yeah, Julius, then, this fire looks odd to you. You can feel it, but it washes past. So, Julius, you take 5 points of damage, as does Molly, Seymour, Badme, Maximilian.
Is this
Haboob,
fire damage?
It isn't. Like, you think you should be resistant to this, but there's something wrong about it. It's psychic damage.
Okay.
And
So I have 1 temporary hit point, so I take 4.
yeah. But Badme and Julius, you especially understand this was not real fire, as you both work in fire regularly. But Haboob, to you, that feels like it was the real thing, and you take the full 10 fire damage.
Sorry, how much damage was that? The
5.
half damage? 5? Because I keep forgetting to use my temporary hit points.
You provide them.
I know, but I've never given to myself before this part of the adventure.
Yeah, and then the flame skull is going to laugh and move to this area of the room.
Attack opportunity?
Yeah?
Ignore the radiant.
All right. Yeah, you swing at it, and it spins and careens again, and then sort of rights itself and continues laughing.
Does it look like it's taking any damage?
No. In fact, you normally would hear like a... actually, what's your passive perception? 11? Oh, no. Yeah, no. This seems like it's a perfectly normal thing. Seymour, this looks really weird to you. Like, every time it gets hit, this thing spins, but doesn't seem to be taking any damage.
Oh.
And that takes us to Badme.
Okay, this is going to sound really weird, but with the belief that this thing is an illusion, I'm going to try and occupy its space.
All right.
Is that possible?
Yes. Yeah, you go up and stand in its spot, and I'll say you can even like raise your hands and almost try and enclose it. And
if it is non-corporeal, I'm gonna repeatedly just poke it in the eyes with 2 fingers.
As you try and poke it, it just kind of spins, but you can feel like there is an actual skull there, but it's not a flame skull. This has clearly been enchanted, but it is illusory in the sense that it is not an actual flame skull.
Okay, have I used my action yet?
No.
Okay. God, I'm not really good at this physical crap. Right. Is it possible for me, someone who has no spell slots right now, to use one of my skill set to disable this thing?
I will say you even... give me an Arcana check. You get the sense that you probably could.
I'm good at that.
Yeah, you can feel the energy emanating, and as it dissipates, you hear this sort of whispered thing, "But I know you're coming now," as the skull just kind of clunk, 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 hits the ground and rolls across the floor.
We've lost the element of surprise.
I don't believe we ever truly had it.
I'm sorry, what happened?
I disabled the creature. Thing.
The-
Illusion. It wasn't real.
I looked
It
down.
it was a delaying tactic. Let's go.
Alarm.
That too.
I looked down at my sword. Damn. Oh well. We'll deal with it. All right, fine. Can he still hear us through that thing, or?
Smash it.
Probably not. Let's go.
What is this place?
I'm not going to smash it because Cassidy will probably hate me.
I will pick it up off the ground and put it back on the shelf.
Cassid just says, "Thank you. That was odd, but I guess we know the cause of the undead down here."
What does the nameplate say for this particular skull?
Etched underneath it, you see the name Roreth.
Well, way to help a lot, Rorith. And I'll pat it on the top of the head, and we continue.
All right, so the next room, you can see these grotesque displays have been set up, but there are also piles of dirt and rubble that you can see have been deposited around the room.
Cassie, what's the deal with these statues?
The victims in these vignettes committed mass murder or other atrocious crimes, and their killers were the victims in life. So here, I'm not quite sure who it was, but they decided that the victims should be allowed to exact their eternal revenge. The practice fell out of fashion quite a long ago, so I don't think any new burials have been added here in well over a century.
And the dirt in the center there?
Don't know. Shouldn't be
Sure,
here.
looks up.
Like to investigate it?
I would like to offer assistance.
All right, give me an investigation check. All right, yeah. Max, you turn Rora's skull to face the wall, and you just hear the whispers of the skull beside going, "Ha ha ha, he's a jerk."
He was.
With help and guidance, it's 21.
21. This, you don't see any damage or disturbances in this room. This stone and dirt is freshly turned, but clearly came from somewhere else. And the stone matches the walls here, but you don't see any breaks in this space. And then, far into the room is a 10-foot wide passageway that continues southward. And Cassett will say that's the necropolis further ahead.
All right, Haboob, lead the way.
Sorry. All right, let's go.
Wow, is that a new accent, Haboob?
Sorry. No, it's called a flu. I'll talk about it later.
Anything? I actually want to look at these alcoves really quick before we left. Anything in them, or just like statuary?
Oh, these aren't statuary. These are real mummified bodies.
I'm going to quickly take a sketch of each one for... I have this idea for a murder magazine, grisly murders.
You can buy images of all of these up in the gift shop.
Yeah, but I have to pay copyright on those. Scribble.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
All right then.
They are real coins in that body that was split apart.
Yeah, no.
Coins? Where?
In the corpse. You want to steal it from the dead shirt? Yeah. Haboob, go right ahead.
Sure.
He wants to, but he's discretion better part of valor here.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Red flag. Yeah.
Cassit
I'm-
reveals that she's a higher level cleric than we all thought possible.
So I'm gonna try and grab a few coins. I'll grab as much as I can.
Cassit will immediately just say, "Please don't disturb the dead. We have asked you not to do that. I will have to report you to the Doomkeeper if that is the case. I allowed your friends exit here. Don't push me, please."
Fine.
Julius will cross his hands and just stare at a boob.
Ooh, come on. We gotta get going.
Fine, let's go. Okay, so I'm just checking for traps as we're going down the lane. Do I see anything?
Give me an investigation check.
Investigation. Straight up. There we go. 12.
You don't see any signs of traps. I will say you do notice there is still some fresh dirt, just sort of sprinkled along the passageway here, and what appears to be like the track of maybe a wheelbarrow or something like that.
Hold on, Haboob. Don't get yourself hurt right yet. And Index will go invisible and go down the hall.
And
oh shit!
Yeah, as Index reaches the
invisible. Remember, invisible.
I know that doesn't mean that they're dead silent. Give me a stealth check if Index was trying to go stealthy, because I didn't hear you say that.
All right, stealth check it is.
So with advantage because they're invisible, of course.
Fuck your advantage.
Well then.
Was he literally going as he was going down
Yes,
the hall?
please.
Pretty much.
He wasn't even like making
Oh,
that
it's-
noise on its own. He was intentionally going with his
Yeah.
little lips.
It's a Jetson sounds.
Yeah, as Index heads further down the passageway, you can see that, at the far end, it opens up into a massive sort of necropolis. But this hallway that branches off to your right, you can see is seemingly full of shambling zombies that are slowly heading towards the rest of the party.
If we're
Though
not
they seem to be
initiative yet-
stopping, they seem to be stopping at the edge of this hallway, and you can see one of them sort of stops and clearly is looking in Index's direction.
Well, then Index will turn around and Seymour will let everyone know, as well as those two that just moved up. But one of them can see Index, I think.
Well, move Index back.
I did, yeah. Move Index comes back, still invisible, and up near the ceiling.
So if one of them could see Index and you brought Index back to us, so that means whoever saw you will know where we are.
Come
Well-
to your doom, cowards.
I think
Oh.
that ship has sailed.
Yeah.
Where you are, I'm over here. They can't see me.
Okay.
All right, ranged attacks. There's an army coming.
Oh yeah, thank you, Seymour. Thank you for finding the ambush, Seymour.
I would have thanked you later.
We
Good job,
appreciate
Seymour.
it, Seymour Sunkissed.
I have my cloak, the hood of my elven kind cloak hood
Yep.
up, and I'm going to stealth to try and hide to hopefully get advantage on my first attack.
All right.
So I'm going to step back, ready in action, when these guys come out. That's it.
And yeah, so Chirrup, you
Yeah, I should
duck
be
off
back
to
here.
one side.
Right, back
Haboob,
there.
you draw your weapon and hold. Everybody else waits.
Ready in action.
Nothing comes around the corner.
You said they were stopping at the edge of the hallway. Could this be another illusion?
It very well could be.
How could we tell?
I will.
Send
Attempt
the
something.
sorcerer.
Don't. Well, if they're asking to send the sword,
Athena will fly down. We're already known. Oh, she'll get to hear and see the
Yeah, she can see that, even as she gets down the hallway, like the passageway is just sort of being blocked or choked by what appear to be zombies. But they don't appear to be advancing any further.
All right.
As Athena comes into view, there is something hurled at her.
From which
That
direction?
From this hallway.
Okay.
It appears to be like a vial of fire that, with a non-natural 20, hits Athena and just explodes in this greenish flame that then extinguishes. But that is 6 fire damage.
She has
That's
7
exactly her
hit
hits.
points. She has 7 hit
Oh,
points.
7? I don't know why I
Remember
said
we did
6.
the temporary hit points?
Yeah, the temporary hit point.
All right. Down to 1 then?
7.
Yep.
Ah!
And then immediately flies away.
All right.
You did good, Owl.
It is not an illusion.
Why would they?
At least one of them isn't.
Why would they? Okay, there's an actual person in there.
I agree. The zombies would not be capable of throwing projectiles.
Right.
It becomes a
How-
question of figuring out which one is real and which one
How long
is
is
a zombie or an illusion.
how long is that hallway?
I'd curved. I could not see the end.
Right, but they would have had to been standing there in order to throw that thing. But how long until the curve?
You saw, and Index saw as well, after about 10 to 15 feet, the hallway slants down. It's not a curve per se, it's more like a solid diagonal. But after that, it seems to be, another 20 or 30 feet. Maybe it takes another junction or curve or turn. So the hallway seems to be long, but segmented.
Am I able to see the zombies from here? Or one of them?
Yeah, you can see that they are, sort of right at the edge of the hallway and just sort of standing and staring towards you as well.
I want to take a firebolt pot shot at the one that I can see well.
All right.
You sure that's the best course, Julius?
Apparently not.
Oh, my words come out too slow.
Yeah.
Okay, I got this.
Well, let's wait for him to hit one of us.
Yeah, sorry, I had control, so this just opened up in safe mode.
Ugh.
So yeah, you go to ready your spell, and as you send it forward, roll me percentile dice, please.
87.
You just sort of attack wildly, and the spell kind of ricochets off down this stone passageway. And you immediately, see that there didn't appear to be any reaction from these zombies here, but you are unable to tell if it's because you missed them so wildly or if they simply weren't there.
Julius, relax. Control your emotions.
I grabbed
I
Julius.
don't have emotions.
I grabbed Julius's arm and aim it towards the hallway.
You can be the help action.
Can I give him the help action?
I-
What are you guys doing?
I
Okay.
don't believe the majority of those zombies are real.
Right. So I got this. So you say it's only about 10, 15 feet before it curves away?
Yes, but are you going down there? I could
So-
potentially provide some assistance if you
Yes.
are.
Someone tell me if there's like a pit trap or something along these stones.
Index didn't see anything.
We
Neither
didn't
did
look for
Haboob.
traps.
Haboob looked for traps and didn't notice any.
Okay.
I didn't see
Are
anything
you
on the
going
ground.
down the hallway towards them, Maximilian? T.
With my
Justice.
With my feet.
Before you do, I just
Howl.
want to ask one question. Before you do, I just want to ask one question. Earlier, Patrick, you mentioned that there was a wheelbarrow tracks down this hallway.
Yes, you can see because the debris was clearly deposited in the room you're in, and with your investigation, you notice there's some loose spilled dirt and like what appears to be maybe a
No.
wheelbarrow or a cart track.
Inspiration for Nabil, because I fucking missed that. That's good job.
Okay, thanks. And the wheelbarrow tracks, are they coming in from this area? Sorry, I'm trying to ping. From this area, or are they going downward, south
You
side?
couldn't tell from where you were. You would have had to have gone down the hallway to see.
I whispered to Julius and Max, I can climb the walls and the ceiling and I could take a quick look. They won't be expecting someone right above their head.
It's a good
They
idea.
can see invisible.
I'm gonna attempt
No, they just
to.
heard.
I'm gonna fill that entire hallway with lightning. Whoever's in there, even if I can't see them. So this might be a good distraction or also surprise attack. Sounds good.
I mean, it's an effective plan.
Okay.
They probably heard us though.
Well, poop.
They saw invisible index. They know we're here, or at least one of them knows we're here. Probably the one who threw the thing at Athena.
Well, I'm not shouting this down the hall.
Oh no, and
Aren't you? You don't realize how loud you speak, Max.
Well,
No,
You don't have a
so,
thunderous voice of justice.
I mean, we have Brian Blessed over here.
justice has to speak loud and clear. He says as the cape billows. All right. Let's go.
Meet you.
Index
All right.
will go with them and give him the help action.
Excellent.
what does it look like as Max strides down this hallway?
Majestic. The cape is in fact billowing majestically behind him as his hand is on his sword. As he steps forward to he gives the zombies at first somewhat of a wide berth. I'll bring the globe along with me here.
All right. Yeah, as the light comes down this passageway, you can just see the sort of desiccated skin and, partially sort of broken and collapsed jaws of these zombies as they stand at the end of this hallway.
All right. I hold forth my sword with my
Wait.
shield.
Hold for a second as Index goes and gives you the help action.
Okay, does he make that sound?
You hear it.
Okay, excellent. As he holds his shield aloft, steps forward to the waiting hordes of zombies.
All right, let's roll initiative at this point then. You're going to start the action up.
19.1.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so you step around, you see this line of zombies almost start to, lunge towards you as you draw your sword and do what?
I will draw my sword. I will raise my sword high, and then I will spit fire, or I will spit lightning down this hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my lightning? It's here somewhere. Ha! 13 points of lightning damage.
All right. Yeah, your breath weapon in a 15-foot cone just explodes down this hallway. And so that is going to be... all right, yeah, as the lightning crackles and blasts, you do see these zombies' forms just sort of break and dust spray off them. They do appear to all take this damage. And the one in the back with its blue eyes is the only one that seems to duck down and get partially out of the way. So...
I will give him a smile.
And he will give you one right back as he draws another vial and throws it directly at you.
Okay, is this a 2-hit or is this a save?
This is a 2-hit.
Okay.
That is a 14. It bounces off your shield, and there's this magnificent explosion of green fire that arcs around you, but does no damage.
All right. I look at it. I look back at him, and I'm like, really?
That takes us to Index, and you see him look and go, I can't reach you from here, can I?
All
Ghouls can
right,
talk.
well. Okay, Index is going to. So that help activated before has gone, so he's going to come up and do another one against the one in front of Max. Zappa zappa, and then move back. He's still invisible.
Does he have flyby?
No, but he's invisible, so.
So he will. So it will be an attack with disadvantage. Oh, actually, no. You cannot do that if you can't see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't see him.
All right.
So
That, however, does
essentially
take us to the
flyby.
zombies, who now spill out into the hallway.
Max, what did you touch?
I think they're real, guys.
Not there. I'm being camera. Sorry. I will go
That's
back
okay. Nope. I'll just move you right there.
I'm actually around this corner right here.
Max.
Yep.
We can save him. We can save him.
How do you feel about Ice Knife?
I've got 14 hit points, but go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not sure a zombie can hit him anyway. Unfortunately, they do not have pack tactics. But yeah, Maximilian, you see, gets surrounded by these zombies that are all just trying to pummel him. Some with arms, some carrying body parts of other zombies, presumably. But that is going to be 6 attacks. I'm betting maybe 2 hit.
I think they're real, guys.
The first one, wow, a 21 to hit for 4 bludgeoning. 15 misses. 21 for 5 bludgeoning. That is a 5. That is a 10. A 14. And a 15. Hey, I was right. Exactly 2 hit.
Yeah, I'm feeling less hot on Ice Knife right now.
I have a plan.
I'll bet you do.
All right, that takes us to the man with the plan.
Actually, let me read.
Where is Molly Goldman on the initiative?
Where am I? I rolled initiative.
I don't know. What did you roll?
I thought I rolled the same as Seymour. It's okay, I'll re-roll. I must not have had my character selected.
I don't see it in the chat.
5. Sorry.
All right. No worries. So, Julius.
I'm gonna go prone,
All right.
and with disadvantage, I'm gonna throw an Ice Knife at Maximilian T. Justice.
At him specifically.
Him specifically because he's in the middle.
All right. Wishing he had Word of Radiance. All right.
And I'm
roll
gonna
your
rely
attack.
on Molly to get him back up. If he happens to it's a 17.
That's a wow. That 21 would have actually hit him.
It would have. I'm glad I went prone.
Yes. Yeah. You drop prone. Cast your spell. It does avoid Maximilian, but then does explode for 5 cold damage.
For DC 14 deck save for that.
Yeah.
And it's not half
which-
on successful.
Oh, that is correct. Which, with your Shield Master, Max, you can
I will.
use evasion. Yeah.
I've got 5 hit points left.
You know what? I aimed at the shield.
That is
And I
a 0,
appreciate that.
a 12, a 15, a 3, an 11, 18 from a natural 20, and a 4. So you see 4 of them. You see the ice just explode and kind of crystallize on their body, sending shards of old skin and bone flying. But 2 of them managed to avoid it.
That was still 20 damage.
That wasn't bad. It spread out over a lot of them, but
And I'll stand back up and move 15 feet back.
All right. That takes us to Haboob of Red Sands. You have a plethora of targets.
No.
Sorry. That takes us to Badme.
I do that same thing so often.
Yeah, it happens. I did it last night. All right, so I'm assuming it was this one that got the help action. He's also the one that appears to be... Well, Molly's not right there, is she?
Nope.
Okay.
No, she's around the corner, so she's fine.
In that case, then, yeah, standing here is actually the best option for me. I will unleash the firebolt. Yeah, it would have been this one here, actually.
All right.
Molly's not there. It's a clear shot.
Yep, it hits and sputters. There is, this rank smell of burning old flesh, but the creature stands.
And just because it's becoming my thing, yeah, I'm going on fire.
All right, you ignite in purple flame. Are you going to stay where you are?
Yeah, I figure I'm blocking the access to cast it. I have decent amount of hit points. I should be good.
All right, Haboob.
All right. So which one is the weakest right now?
The one that is just in front of Molly.
In front of Molly.
Yeah, because you've seen it get exploded and just got hit with a firebolt.
Oh, Killy Dokely. So, So I'm gonna aim at that guy, the one who was just hit, and see if I can take him out.
Oh, that hits.
With an 8.
With an 8. Yeah, they fall to the ground, and then you can see their limbs continue to move, and... What is there? Yeah, with a 14, they grab at the side of the wall and drag themselves back to their feet.
Huh. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, you didn't do a whole lot of damage, so you killed it, but its fortitude brought it back up. Any movement, any bonus action?
No more movement because I used most of my skills for that shot, but yeah, that's it for me.
All right, Seymour.
All right, so I'm going to order Index to heal Max on his next turn because he's still invisible. And I'm going to... Sorry, doing this one-handed. Move there. And has the one that we had the help action on been attacked yet?
Yes.
All right, so that was used at the time, right?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Then I will just aim for the one between me and Max.
All right,
And
that's
I'm
the one that
going
just
to-
clawed its way back up off the ground.
Yeah, I can't. I'm pretty sure my hex is out now, right? It's been an hour.
Yes. Because you guys hung out with the thieves for a little while before you left the drunk guy alone.
All right, correct. I still have. Okay, so what's the? Just quick question. What's the rule? Can I cast a lower level spell with a higher level spell slot if it doesn't have a you can do this at a higher spell slot thing?
Yes.
And just take
Yep.
the loss?
You just
Okay.
you just get no benefit from
Yep, okay.
the higher slot.
So then I will hex that one for strength, I guess, and go nuts.
So Seymour starts blasting.
So anyway, I started blasting.
13 hits. So yeah, you blast most of this shoulder off, and Max, you can hear it splatter across the back of your armor. And then it groans, and with a natural 20, just kind of rights itself again, and its bones snap back into place as it stays on its feet with 1 hit point.
I'm sorry, Max. You were like a brother to me. I'm trying. And I'm going to move back.
All right. Molly.
Okay, I am actually over here. Oh, I guess I could just go here. We're huddling
No, I'll
together.
move back up there. Yeah, it's fine.
We're huddling together. I'll step out here. Go like, oh shit. And I will do Sacred Flame first on whatever zombie looks the weakest. And
That is the one that you've seen continually just keep standing up. It's the one right above Max.
okay, and then I will do a healing word to Max.
That is a failure, so it takes the 6 radiant, and it does not get back up from radiant damage.
Woohoo! You're welcome, Max.
Thank you, Molly.
That takes us to top of the round in Chirp.
Alright, so 5, 10, 15.
And you've got sneak attack on all of these guys. No, sorry, that's Haboob.
Yeah, I'm actually debating, since I'm technically hidden, maybe dashing by and trying to flank, but I don't think that's really going to do anything. So I'm just going to move here, fire off on that guy, because I think I'm still technically hidden, so I should have advantage. And then over here. That's it for me.
All right. A stone just kind of plunks at your feet, Max, and you hear something curse and then disappear down the hallway.
I'm coming.
Oh wait, actually no. It has pack tactics. That goes from a natural 1 to a critical hit for 7 bludgeoning damage.
7. God damn.
So yeah, this you hear a, and then yeah, a sling stone pings off your forehead, and you hear a. That takes us to Maximilian T. Justice.
All right. Is he still standing there?
Yes.
He is still standing there.
Yep.
Do I disengage, or do I throw a lightning javelin at him? That would be a disadvantage because I'm surrounded by dudes, wouldn't it?
Yes. But it's also zombies and a kobold, so they're not heavily armored foes.
That lightning javelin is only at a +5, which is 1 less than my ice pick.
Yeah, because you're level 4, you can't really get higher than +6.
Now these guys are gonna tear me apart. I gotta go. I point at the kobold. I'll be like, I'll be back for you, and I disengage.
I'll be here.
Actually, before I do that, on the way past, I'm gonna take a shot at knocking this guy in front over.
You need to take the attack action for that.
Do I?
Yep.
Yeah. There was a big debate about whether you can do
I
it
let you
before
do
you
it.
attack.
Yeah, I let you do it before your attack, but you do need to take the attack action to
If you
use
take
the
the
shield
attack
master.
action on your turn, yeah. Okay, I see it. All right. Yeah, because the idea is you can knock him down and then attack him at advantage.
Yep.
Which is nice.
Some DMs let you do it between your first and second attack. Some are nice, like Patrick, let you do it before.
Yes, as long as I intend to attack.
Yeah, you have to use the attack action. But yeah, I mean, it's a
my
bonus action. You can
stipulation-
use a bonus action anytime in your turn, and it seems like a waste of a feat if you can't.
Yeah, my stipulation is you have to commit to the attack action, but as long as you're doing that, sure, go ahead.
All right. Well, I skedaddle because I am hurt. And I hang up.
And coming around the corner and reaching out to try and grasp at where Index is, but missing, and then ducking back around the corner is that undead figure who appears to be in charge. That takes us to Index.
Now, was that an attack of opportunity?
Index doesn't get attack of opportunity.
No.
I don't think so.
No, because he can't take the attack action.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
He cannot attack unless...
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are so many riders on that kind of familiar. All right, so that takes us to Index. Ian. Right.
He stepped away for a minute to go to the bathroom.
He said.
All right.
He said he did order him to heal me though. On his.
Ian's coming. Ian's coming.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't realize it was my turn. What's up?
It's Index's turn. You ordered him to heal Max, but the ghoul just came around the corner and swung it. Index but missed, and Max has escaped up the hallway.
All right, well, Index is going to continue on with the thing, and he's going to go up to Max, and he's going to feel a sharp sting in his neck, because it's only an attack that caused the invisibility to break. As Index uses that ointment we had before. Shit. Where was that?
So he doesn't. You just feel Index like hitting you and kind of slowly scraping up as it applies a healing salve, and then Cassett walks up behind and lays a hand on you and heals you for 4. Not a great cure wounds.
All right.
What was the Keaton's ointment again?
It's actually listed in party loot.
Is it?
2d8 plus 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
party loot. Oh, sorry. All right, so I will take a charge off of that, and
14.
Plus
Nice.
2. 16.
26. All right. Well, this is good because I have no more hit dice left, so a short rest isn't going to do a damn thing for me.
And you'll hear a happy beep boop from Index, and done.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
These zombies, most of them have to dash to get to there. We are old and slow. But the 2 at the top do get to attack, so this guy is going to keep going after you, Maximilian.
You can attempt to hit me.
That is a 17 that will not hit. And this guy is going to... he can't see, so he's also going to go after you, Max. That is a 19, which also does not hit. So that takes us to Julius. You see a wall of zombies sort of filling this hallway, trying to almost storm into the room now.
Man, you know what would be really great? If these zombies were restrained.
That'd be pretty nice.
And you know what I bet they don't have with their, I believe you said -2? Good dex saves.
Oh yeah, these are old-timey zombies, not the wall-crawling ones.
Just right, the top edge is going to be at the wall, like at the doorway.
All right. Oh yeah, just this massive line of webs just whoosh, attaches from wall to wall, wrapping up these zombies. Any movement, any bonus action, Julius?
No, Julius is going to say, somebody block the other side of the hallway. So they are forced to stay in the web. Because I don't want to do it because I don't want to lose concentration on the web.
Which side of the hallway?
The side that Max is not. Like the other, where
right,
Index
yeah.
is what I'm pointing to. Because if they can't move into that space, then they're going to be stuck starting their turn in the web again, if they happen to get out.
All All right, that takes us to Badme.
I will step forward. I will lose my flame at the end of my turn, but I'm going to use my all-purpose tool to learn a new cantrip for the next 8 hours.
Oh, I know what it's going to be, too.
Oh yeah, have you heard the word?
Is it the bird?
Oh no, those aren't real. Present company accepted, sure.
Chirp is not a bird. Chirp is a person.
But that is unfortunately the end of my turn, as that is my action, and I don't have bonus actions.
Haboob. You see a whole bunch of zombies that are currently enmeshed in web, and I mean, you've got allies, so you've got sneak attack galore.
I do, and so I'm gonna aim at the one that's next to Batman Eisen. That would be this one.
All right.
And let's see how this goes.
Are you going to step away from him or shoot with disadvantage?
Oh,
But you can disengage as a bonus action.
I didn't say that. That's my mistake. I did have cunning action. Disengage. Because I want to get a proper line of sight of every one of these zombies. Okay, that's good enough. Yeah, okay, so I'm aiming at the one that's next to Batman.
Oh yeah, that hits. 16 sneak attack damage. It collapses down into this web and probably won't get up with that. Does not. So yeah, so this zombie corpse is now just hanging, suspended in the middle of these webs.
And is the one that's next to Max also hurt?
They're all hurt.
They all got ice sniped.
Yeah. Oh, this one down in the middle doesn't appear to be too injured, but other than that, the rest of them are injured.
Okay. Then
The one right in front of Max quite badly, and the one right behind the one you just killed very badly as well.
Okay, so no, I'm gonna hold on to that.
I'm going to start making that your bonus action if you're to check stats of all the creatures.
Okay. Yeah, that's it for me.
All right, Seymour.
All right. Is
The one you
next
hexed
one-
is dead.
All right. So then I will move it to the one in front of Max and Faye.
$18 hits, 7 force damage, plus 1
Eight.
necrotic. With a 19, yeah, you blast it, and there's this massive sort of crunching sound as its chest just implodes, but it still raises its head and continues to as it rolled a 19 on its con save.
And I will pat Max on his back and say, I'm doing my best. You're on your own, and run back up to here.
Takes us to Molly.
Okay, I'm actually over here. Ooh, I'm running out of spell slots. So first thing I'm going to do is just cast Sacred Flame on whatever zombie looks the weakest.
Oh, right in front of Maximilian.
Ooh, would that oh wait, that
They
would
roll
be
they roll a 0 on their dex save.
perfect.
And so, yeah, it immediately gets burned up in your radiant fire.
And then, now that no one's right next to me, I will do 5, 10, 15. I'll go here.
All right.
And
Sure.
that is the end of my turn.
And Cassett, eyes you appreciatively as you do that.
Thank you, Cassett.
What do I have? don't really have much. Do we think we're almost done with this place?
We don't know. We don't know how deep this place goes.
All right, let's do this.
I think we should take a
move
short
you
break
up,
after this. but
Bring
yeah.
you up. Yeah, shatter.
Ooh.
Try and take down those 4 right there.
That is a 6. A 14. 14 and a 12. But even at half damage, that is going to take them out. Let's see if they...
Yes, hi.
Hi.
Oh, sorry. Mercury was talking to me there.
Do the planets often talk to you?
This one, yes.
Just the non-Jovian ones.
All right, yeah, so 2 of these zombies are exploded into pieces, which are now coating the webbing. The other 2 are still undead within it.
All right, that's it for me. I will step back.
I will say the drift globe is just blasted backwards.
Crap. I didn't.
However,
I
it can
can't go
only
that
go
far.
60 feet away before it has to come back to us.
How far? I legitimately did not think about the drift globe. Sorry, guys. I just saw. I was like, let's get this done quickly. That was my whole intent.
So it
That's
can
it
get
for me.
to there.
Yep, there.
Does somebody have mending?
It's still fine.
guess.
It doesn't
I-
take damage.
Yeah.
Unless it's,
You see this kobold peek around the corner and just kind of give you the fingers to the eyes, Max, and then fire another sling at you.
Uh-huh.
And it gets stuck in the webbing, and then it just ducks around the corner. That takes us to Maximilian.
I can still see him, right?
No, he's tiny. He's actually out of your
Ah,
line of sight.
That's annoying. I sort of... Oh, yeah, he's around the corner. Now, if I go into the web, this is a problem.
It's a strength saving throw.
Yeah, it is. You're right. All right. I will step into the web. And... Natural 1!
Yeah, you
It's
step
a
in.
dex save.
No, it's a strength.
Is it?
Yep. Oh, it is a dex save.
It's a dex save
oh,
not to
once
get
you're
caught.
stuck.
It-
Right,
it's
once
a
you're stuck, it's strength.
check to escape. Yeah.
So dex save.
I tried.
4.
Yeah, Max, you step in, sword raised, and just realize, oh no, and yeah, you get hung up in the middle of these webs.
Free
I
action.
mean,
Julius?
100% on point.
You still have your
Matt.
action. You can try and get out. I don't know why you went in.
Yep. So it's a strength check now if you want to try and break out.
Because I'm the hero, damn it. It's just straight strength. It doesn't say anything about athletics.
Yep.
20.
You are able to break out and step backwards. Or I guess you could continue moving forwards too if you wanted.
I'm good there. The other
We'll have to
guy's
make a dex
mapping
save again.
Yeah.
Oh, will I have to make a dex save again?
Yep.
Well, then fine.
I blocked the hallway.
I noticed. They can't get to us, but we can't get to them.
You two are beautiful.
Oh my god, are they our OTP?
No, Seymour, you're breathtaking.
Oh.
Well, that's what my mother always said, but thank you.
That's it for me. I don't see. Well, actually, on the way back. Oh wait, no, that's still attack action. Never mind. I was gonna shield bash the one in the web. All right, yeah, I think that's it.
All right.
It's
Stepping
ghoul time.
around. Yeah, stepping around the corner is the ghoul, fishing out another one of these vials, and he is going to, let's see, evens, it'll be Max, odd, it'll be Badme. Throws it at Badme.
Think cold thought.
Index, no.
That, however, is only a 13 to hit, which will not hit. So it and then gets stuck in the webbing just in front of you as well. And does not shatter as it lands in the webbing. Index.
Index can't fly through it safely, right?
Correct. It is covering the entire hallway.
Alright, then Index can't really... he'll stay where he is and ready in action. Can he ready in action to do the help action if one of them moves up? No, because it's not an attack action, right?
Right.
Alright, then he'll just come back to Seymour.
All right. Cassett will Sacred Flame that guy, and he ignites in Radiant Fire. The zombies. So this guy's got to make a dex save. Haha.
Took an entire round, but we got to it.
That is an 11. He is stuck. That is a 20 for their strength check, though.
Zombie strong!
Now,
Zombie
does he
strong.
have to? Does he have to make a dex save every step he takes in the web?
No, it's the when you start or when you enter for the first time.
Right. So he's gonna move up and try and slam into you,
He had
Max.
to use his
Now,
action to.
he did use his action.
Oh, that is correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
The beauty of the web.
Yeah. This zombie being zombie dumb. That is a 12, which gets stuck. And a 4, he remains stuck. Julius.
Julius is going to. Actually, Julius is going to stay back here. Am I allowed? Did I see the individual who has been throwing stuff?
The ghoul, you have seen them, yes.
Or I guess not throwing stuff. The sling guy. I haven't seen him, have I?
The kobold? No.
So I can't, like... I will just come here then. And offer the help action against this zombie.
All right. Takes us to Padme.
Have you heard the word of Kelmvor? There's only one target in range, but
Yep.
it means he can die.
That is a 9. He does. He burns up in radiant energy.
Wait, he was low enough to actually die? Nice.
And 1 hit point.
Somebody might have
Nice.
just, like, shattered all of
Yeah, well,
all one radiant range.
if memory serves, zombies have like 22 hit points, so
They also got ice knifed.
yeah.
They'd all taken a lot of damage.
You're right, I forgot about that. But hey, it worked. Yeah, that's my turn. I'm not walking in the web.
All right, Haboob of Red Sands.
Okay, so I'm just gonna move. And no, the corner makes it impossible to hit it.
Shimmy over.
You already have advantage.
I do. Perfect.
He's restrained.
Where is that? Ooh,
13 hits.
with a 9.
You have sneak attack because I thought you had advantage.
You do.
Yeah, he's restrained, so you have advantage.
Oh, he's restrained. Oh, that's
And sneak
not
attack.
bad. Well, that's about it.
Sneak attack damage.
All right, yeah, your sneak damage.
Sorry, I'm just counting.
He's got the flu-addled brain.
9. There we go.
18 total. This guy is still alive in the web, but really badly damaged now.
That's it for me.
All right, Seymour.
Move Hex to him and start blasting.
All right. 1 for necrotic. That is enough to take him out, but with an 18, he remains again. I mean, like, you've broken most of his shoulder, and you see one arm really kind of hanging loosely, and the neck kind of cracks at a bad angle, and then the other arm just raises up, grabs the head by the top of the hair, and pulls it back into place.
No, sir. I got the killing blow. You are done. Sit down. Wait till we leave.
Nope. Molly.
Sacred Flame!
Oh, that is a 2 radiant damage.
Is it dead yet? Come on.
It is. Oh, yeah.
Woohoo!
Radiant damage ends it completely.
Remember last
Oh, yeah.
session where I was like, Molly must be the one to do it.
You
That takes us
stole
to
that
Chirp.
like you stole my prom date.
Oh, he stole your prom date.
Well,
I don't remember that.
No, you did. That was the implication.
I don't see 5, 10, 15. Oh, the web is still up, isn't it?
Web is still up.
I'm gonna drop it once the last zombie dies, so that we can pass through. I think the other two are too smart to just entangle themselves.
This guy's gonna have cover from me, isn't he?
At that corner... No. If you took one step further, he wouldn't.
Yeah, that's my full 35. I think it was.
Then yes.
It's fine. I will still try and... Where did my character sheet go? I will still try and hit him with the crossbow. What, disadvantage, or is it just going to bump his AC?
Just bump his AC.
Okay.
17 still hits for 7 piercing damage. So you do hear a and coming from around the corner.
Oh, please tell me that killed him. That's it for me.
You want to stick your head around the corner and find out?
No. I'll let somebody else discover that.
Got many sharp teeth.
Because Tara knows what else is around the corner. But Chirp is not dumb enough to stick his head around the corner either way. That's it for Chirp.
And through seemingly one of the walls of this crypt, Seymour, you find yourself now surrounded by kobolds, all with daggers drawn. That is a 14 to hit for 3 piercing damage, a 16 to hit for 3 piercing damage, a 19 for 5 piercing damage, a 16 for 6 piercing damage, which that will, let's see, it's 11, 14, that is 17, so that is enough. Seymour falls unconscious, just being stabbed by these kobolds. And this last one will then just continue swinging around and coming at you, Molly.
Okay.
That is a 17 to hit, which does hit you for 3 piercing damage. That takes us to Maximilian T. Justice. So you hear Seymour splat on the ground behind you and see that there are now kobolds in this room with you.
Yep.
Max, time to return the favor.
Yeah, I'm annoyed. Which one of these kobolds was the one who hit me in the face with a stone?
The one that Chirp just ganked.
Oh, excellent. Never mind. I'm just trying to find this guy. So
yeah.
Because I have another one of them.
Yep.
And I'm just trying to see if I can do this without hitting Seymour. Is that a thing I can do?
Yes.
Excellent. So I'll stand in a place that I can do that in and light him up.
All right.
Breath weapon. 6 lightning damage.
All right.
Should have done the new breath weapon. Oh well.
That is an 8, a 7, and a 3. So 3 failures. And yeah, there is that smell of ozone, and 3 of the kobolds fry up.
Inspiration for the DM for having the right smell.
What is ozone? I've never heard of it before.
Any more movement? Any bonus action, Max?
Well, Seymour is down, so I'm going to walk up right between these two guys.
Wait, I'm down?
Yes,
Oh yeah,
sir.
you just got surrounded by kobolds and Julius Caesar.
Oh, sweet. So I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Well, how many hit points?
Many.
Oh, you're unconscious.
Nice.
I say in Draconic, just walk away. We don't have to. You're not listening to me, are you?
They're listening to me. You hear come from the wall of the crypt, Maximilian.
Oh, shut up.
You race traitor. And but back in the hallway, stepping in front of you, Chirrup, is Hired Ghoul. That is a critical hit for 16 slashing damage, and I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw, please. You are not paralyzed.
Hallelujah. All right, 16 damage, you said?
Yep. Cast it, and then they will. Let's see. No, they're going to stick around because they think you might be paralyzed. Cassit, seeing that, is going to race up to you, Chirrup, and use her last Cure Wounds. Ooh, for 3. Not great. Index has no orders given to it.
Yeah, but Index isn't dumb, but also,
Nope.
I checked today. I didn't check today, I meant to. When I go down, he's still alive, right? It's not a concentration spell.
No.
Alright, so he has the ointment, so he's gonna give the ointment to Seymour, 2d8 plus 2.
Use up that excellent magic item I gave you.
Use it or lose it. Let's use it or we're just going to sit in our party loot forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
9. And
And-
Seymour's just like,
And stepping over Seymour's prone body, you see this winged draconian figure coming out, daggers spinning in its hands towards you, Maximilian.
Oh, are these the guys that turn you to stone when they die?
This one looks like a much beefier version of that.
Oh,
It's
God
almost
damn it.
gliding. And yeah, it keys right in on you, Max.
All right. Hit me.
Oof, that is a 9 and a 14.
I want to be more impressed, but I'm not.
Yeah, so do I. That takes us to Athena.
Who's been
You see him look at his knives like, what the?
I think they're broken.
still in shock from having that fire. She forgot to act the entire combat so far. Athena's going to fly here. Help action on the big guy. And then go up around the corner.
All right. Julius.
Oh, God. I know Chirrup's hurt. I need to decide who to use my last spell slot to help. I think it's going to be Chirrup and not Max, because Max should be okay.
For now.
Julius is going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on this guy.
He hasn't had a good laugh in centuries. Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Incapacitates. That breaks concentration.
That is a 15.
God
God damn it! That was my attempt.
It was a straight roll for him because they have a 10, so yep, natural 15.
That'll be it.
You see it just cock its head at you like, really?
What I had left. Wait, no, that's old Silver.
You're not funny.
I
You got no emotions, you don't understand humor.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Why?
Get to the other side.
That takes us to Badme.
All right. Seymour is still prone,
Yes.
so I can, in theory, stand over him and then I can step away.
Yep.
So 15. I'm not sure if that's 20 or 25 feet, and then I can step away. Cool. We're going to drop a word of radiance, avoiding my allies.
All right, so the 2 kobolds and the draconian. Ooh. 2 kobolds fail, each taking 3 damage. And the big guy.
Yeah, Seymour screaming the entire time.
I just let a burst of light.
That is a 12. He also takes the damage. As, in a flash of light, Badme sort of steps over Seymour and then quickly steps away.
Stepping here is sort of the best option. I'd only take 1 attack that way.
Yep. That is a 21 to hit for 6 piercing damage.
Damn kobolds. That's my turn.
All right, Haboob of Red Sands, you've seen a couple of new combatants enter the fray, and you also know that Chirrup has just been injured fairly severely down the hallway.
Am I am I able to see across these people this guy? Oh, sorry.
Well, Molly and Badme are sort of standing in the way, but Seymour is prone. So you can see him, but, he's behind a couple of your allies.
Okay, that's gonna make it difficult. And what about this one, next to Chirrup?
Yeah, you can see him. Again, Chirrup isn't a massive person, and neither is Cassett, so yeah, you can see them.
Okay, good. So I'm gonna aim at the one that's next to Chirrup. And...
All right.
Oh, sorry, I need to turn this off. There we go.
21 hits.
15.
15 damage. Ooh. Your magic bolt blasts across, and there is a massive scar, and the creature staggers but stays on their feet.
That's it for me.
All right. Seymour, you are prone with a couple of kobolds around you and a new winged draconic figure standing over you.
Can I roll this direction?
Sure.
Alright, Seymour is going to just disengage and roll 15 feet and stand up.
Done.
I just sorry, Max, and roll out of the middle of that.
Your hex is still up.
He was incapacitated.
Oh, that is true.
My hex is up, but I disengaged, so I can't do an attack action, right?
Right. You were incapacitated, so your concentration was broken on it.
Oh, it was correct. And I will tell Index to help out however he can.
All right, that takes us to Molly.
Okay, I will crap. I am going to disengage. 10, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to... Seymour, are you good?
I'm fine.
Alright, and I will then save my spell slots. And that's the end of my turn.
All right. Chirrup.
What to do with this guy right in front of me? What can I do with this guy right in front of me? Not a lot. Oh. It's just Kookaburra Mockery. That's like, oh. Well, I'm dead. I just start laughing in this guy's face, just like mocking him. Bravely laughing in the face of my doom, because that's probably what's going to happen right now.
Wisdom save. That is a 12. They had 1 hit point left. So as you see them kind of heckle or mock Julius, you mock them back, and you see the light in the eye just fade as this body slumps to the ground in front of you.
Are you kidding me? No way. Oh my god.
Decent. Nice.
Oh,
Very nice.
I don't know if Chirrup has a god yet, but sure as hell he's getting one after this, because divine intervention right there.
Might I recommend Calimbor?
No, join
No.
the socialist cause.
Or
No,
you could
Calimbor, Grandma was a dick. Remember that part.
or you could worship me
I don't want to hang out with a dick.
since I was mostly responsible for that. Chirrup, it's a
All right, so what does Chirrup do after felling this ghoul?
So I hear commotion going on behind.
Yep.
I will take 5 feet forward.
Check the chat.
Yep. Yeah. I'm not going to move. I'm too squishy to go ahead on my own. But I don't trust nothing else coming up this way, so I will stay right here.
All right. The kobolds. So one is going to go after Max, one will go after Padme. Daggers out. That is a 23 to hit Max for 6 piercing. And a 13 on Padme, which is not going to hit. That takes us to Maximilian T. Justice.
I billow my cloak in defiance of this.
Sweet cloak.
It is, and do I smite this guy? I got 1 left. Let's see here. That is 1 breath weapon gone. You know what? We're all feeling a little down in the dumps here, aren't we? I think we are, and this is good because what I am going to do, and this is going to seem a little weird, I am going to attempt to smite this man in his face with ice pick. And how?
Holy
you did that.
jeez!
Oh my god!
that's just overkill.
And you are also thoroughly inspired by that.
40 points of damage.
So, Seymour
So
writes
describe
down worship.
your describe your killing blow, Max.
He comments on the sweet cloak, and I say thanks, and then I immediately cut his head off and go, "Oh, that was actually easy."
How many
And
hit
you
points?
stab him. There's the ice and the radiant energy, and as the creature drops to a knee and looks up to you, it just says, "Mrs. Burnick has already fled anyway," and collapses to the ground in front of you.
40 points of damage, guys.
Level 4.
Well, that's a lot of
many-
damage.
How many
Paladin.
Yeah.
temporary hit points? I want to know.
2d8 plus 4.
Yep.
And you get to distribute them to
Divided.
who you want. Yeah.
Divided.
So
Yeah.
before you roll, tell me who's getting them.
Well, I already saw the result. It was 9. Unless you want me to re-roll.
No, that's fine.
30 feet. That's important. Because it's not going to get past Julius. So I'm not going to get Chirrup with it. So I'm kind of hurt, but I think Haboob of the Red Sands and Seymour need to get a split. More towards Seymour because he's more hurt. So 5 to Seymour, 4 to Haboob.
And the kobolds around you just drop their daggers and they just clatter to the stone.
Good choice.
All right, that takes us to Cassett, who can do nothing. Index.
Okay, so Index said the smartest move, and the kobolds are no longer are surrendering, right? The two?
You're not sure if they're surrendering, but they just kind of are slack-jawed and looking at Max in awe.
All right, then.
The cloak is billowing magnificently, by the way.
It is. Then Index will down the hall and make sure nothing comes after us. And stay there invisible.
All right. Athena.
Athena's gonna watch our back.
All right.
Yeah, stay over there.
Julius.
So these guys appear to have maybe not given up, but aren't actively attacking right now.
They just look stunned.
Julius is going to move here and pull out a pair of manacles. If you wish to survive, it may be best to allow us to arrest you. And he'll hold the manacles out open towards the kobold nearest to him.
And the kobold just and is just like rapturously staring up at Max.
Cuff him!
Is he distracted enough that I could just cuff him?
Cuff him!
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Suddenly handcuffs appear on your wrists.
9.
You get them around the kobold's wrist, but they are not sized for a kobold, so they just kind of slip right off.
Oh well, then I'll pull out the sack to get ready for the next.
Axe Max if he has any child-size handcuffs.
Does Julius have like a blackjack or a sap somewhere back in there too, just in case?
He has sacks and he has manacles, because that is how you disable a spellcaster. So you make them blind and you bind them.
That takes us to Badme.
Yeah, I'm just gonna... I'm gonna move forward and pick up the other kobold's weapon.
Yeah, you just reach down and pick up a fairly rough-looking dagger.
And I'm gonna just sort of sturdy grip, loosely point at him and said, "Surrender. It's in your own best interest." And that'll be my turn.
Yeah. Haboob.
Sorry, I was muted. I was just trying to say I'm gonna focus on the one that's right above Julius. I mean, we're really not trying to capture them, right? I'm using my free action to ask. We're not trying to capture them, right?
I might have a couple of converts here.
They may have useful information.
So I'll just knock them out. I'm not gonna kill them. I'm just gonna knock them out for the time.
All right,
We
non-lethal.
want to interview them for the paper.
Okay, so I'm focusing on the one that's next to Julius, right above him, Knockout, non-lethal, and but hey,
Yeah, down goes Kobold.
non-lethal.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
All right. Yeah, your shot just kind of, clips the back of their head, and they fall to the ground.
That's it for me.
All right, Seymour.
All right, sorry, I was with the baby. I'm going back now.
So you've just seen Haboob. Julius attempted to put manacles on this one that were too large. Badme picked up their dagger, and then Haboob just knocked this one unconscious. The other one is still slack-jawed, staring at Max.
Okay.
My pose is magnificent.
It is. It's almost distracting. But I'm going to come up to this one and grab him by the hand and say, "Come on, friend, tell us your story."
He's unconscious.
Oh, this one is?
The one who's still awake.
This one's still awake. That's what you're saying?
Yep.
Okay. No, I'm going to take the safe one. I'm going to grab this one's hand and say, "Come on, friend. You're going to tell us your story."
It is
And,
dry and a little rough in your own very soft, noble hands.
Oh, it's soft. I use Jurgen's.
Takes us to Molly.
Okay, so but they're surrendering?
Nope.
No.
They're not
They're
necessarily
catatonic.
surrendering. Yeah, they're just like, whoa. They're like, one of them was just knocked unconscious, but yeah, they are just staring adoringly and like rapturously at Maximilian.
I will roll my eyes at the staring at Maximilian, but I will just then hold my action in case they get hostile.
Give me a charisma save after Max pulled that massive one-shot kill with his cape billowing.
Steph.
Yeah, I wanna see
14
if you-
damage.
I want to see if you roll your eyes at that.
40
I mean,
damage.
Seymour's pants are a little wet after that.
You want a tissue?
It's a
Did you
common
soil
reaction.
yourself?
I got some spare tissues, Seymour.
Hold on one sec. The 19 was the
19.
first one.
Yeah, you roll your eyes at Max. It's not that cool.
She spends her time with Seymour. She knows what cool is.
Excuse me, I don't deal with, people who want to uphold the bourgeoisie.
Fair enough. So with that, yeah, you step forward, you roll your eyes. Steph?
I held my action, remember, in case
Oh,
anybody gets hostile. That's the end of my turn.
All right. Chirrup, you, from where you are standing at the edge of this hallway, see a blast of blue, aquamarine, and green kind of arcane energy just at the sort of edge of your vision that flashes around the corner here.
All right, we have our cleric friend here. So
Yeah.
I will
She's like, did you see that?
I will nod and kind of motion her back towards everyone else and just kind of croak out quietly, Tell quick. And I will action stealth. My hood is still up. I haven't taken my hood down yet. Oh, that's
Yep.
an advantage. So I will roll again just in case. So 22.
22. Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then that's it.
Yeah, so you can just see there are a couple of more corners. You see what appears to be a barrel and then a chair. And, presumably the hallway just keeps sort of continuing around the corner. The one kobold that is still conscious just looks at you, Max, and say, "What should we do?"
Well, friend, big meaty hand on shoulder. I would head off and think about the direction of your life, but if you do run
No.
into me sometime,
Keep him. You need a squire. You need some extra help around here.
come talk to me sometime, and I'll tell you all about the stories of a guy named Torm.
Storm greater than the Queen?
Oh, we'll talk about that. Now, run along, but don't go too far. We're actually oh, Seymour's got that
All right.
left in his eye.
Doesn't matter. That's Maximilian's turn. Any movement, any bonus actions with that, Max?
Yeah. Do I see a blue-green flash coming from down the hall? Or by the way, that
You
wall
did not.
Okay. Oh, by the way, that wall you walked through, that's just an illusionary wall that goes back there, right?
No, it's a one-way door, tunnel kind of thing.
Nah, fucker, we still have to go around. All right. Anyways, run along.
Everyone but Montforth is probably dead.
Who's Montforth?
The one seeking the artifact for Jirala.
Okay, well, we'll check on Montforth.
We found the pool. It's beautiful.
Is it
Full
far?
of radiance.
Not far.
Just ahead.
Shut up, I'm not talking to you.
Well, I can speak to Chronic too.
Your journal is a penny ante rag. I used to line my cage.
You live in a cage?
Fancy cage. It's got a
No,
nice pile
that's
of
still
straw.
wrong. Even a golden cage is
You just said you lined
detrimental.
it with paper, not straw. Liar.
Under the straw.
Yeah, you're.
I would like to
Anyway.
insight that. I want to insight that. How nice is his cage?
Give me an insight check.
12.
He thinks it's pretty nice. Julius probably has better cages. At that, Cassett will come running back into the room and say, there's a big magic flash down the hallway. The Birdman went to investigate.
Okay. Come meet me at the garrison headquarters is out of town. Go talk to the Doom guide. I'll tell him you're coming later tonight or tomorrow. You'll figure it out. And
Stay by the door or he'll cut your throats.
let's go
You
with
got-
that. And I'll whisper, we'll talk. And off we run.
All right. With that, you are all out of combat.
I am fairly drained of resources.
So am I.
Can
Same
I
here.
Well, you should.
can I continue to stealth forward? Do I have to keep rolling for
Yes.
it?
No. Yeah. No, you can keep that stealth roll.
See.
So around the corner. Hang on, I'm just going to move
Sorry.
the camera down.
Index will continue going forward to support Chirrup.
All right. So yes, Chirrup, you can see as you follow these curving paths. This area is littered with rubble, freshly turned earth. There's a small barrel next to a wooden chair. There's some food scraps. You see a passageway has been broken into the wall here. And then the room down below around the corner, you can see that it's obvious that people have been living here for some time. There's a couple of straw pallets, even a pair of real beds, and you can just see the outline of this kind of draconic figure that is fading away as the glowing runes on the floor start to subside.
Okay, I will look up. I will look down.
You can
So the
hear
room
the,
above
uh,
you is clearly full of debris and detritus. You can see there's a slightly ajar door that you assume is the tunnel back and forth between that and the other room. In this southern room, and everybody else can keep moving towards here if you wish.
Yeah,
You
as soon
see
as-
there
as soon
is.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, as soon as Chirp sees that one float away and there's no immediate threats, he'll kind of like give like an all clear whistle back down the hall because he honestly doesn't think there's anything else down here.
Yeah, you can see there's a small, writing desk, and then these sort of straw pallets, and then this passageway that index flies down. You can see after about 60 feet, it starts to descend and curve, and then eventually it opens up in this large underground cavern with this pool of water that is lightly glowing, even though there doesn't seem to be any kind of light source. And every once in a while, it sort of drips upwards and splashes towards the roof of this cavern.
Would you say it's radiant? This pool would be radiant.
It appears to have some sort of radiance, yes.
I will say that to the group as I'm trying to blindly stumble around until someone grabs my hand.
Hold your hand just like in the old days, Seymour.
And say that's what's forward. I saw a dump to the north, and Index hasn't checked down there as I point glassy-eyed to the south.
All right. Oh, I forgot these kobolds had stink pots. Damn it.
No, I hate stink
They
pots.
had like one turn.
Patrick, did we
Yep.
recover the flask that was thrown at me and caught in the web?
Easy enough to pick up on the way. So you have a flask of alchemist's fire.
Sweet.
Yeah. I want to say give it to Max, maybe? No, Chirp. Because Chirp currently doesn't have any magical weapons.
Throwing is strength-based.
Good point. Yeah, give it to Max. Because it gives
Why?
him...
He's got the lowest strength.
Max?
No, you
Well, Paladin has the lowest strength, right?
Our paladin has
Oh, he
the second
doesn't.
highest. Second
Sorry, second highest strength.
Yes. I know what you're trying to say is second place is the first loser. That's what you're trying to say.
Seymour Sunkist, you already have some form of magical spell to use at range.
Oh, I don't
Maximilian
wanna
T.
throw
Justice does not.
I was just making a point.
All right, so this break in the wall is where all of our fun is coming from, right?
Well, I think that's just it's a midden pile, isn't it? It looks like a midden pile.
I thought that this was the break in the wall.
Oh, yes, that's
Yeah.
where that's where we're trying to go.
And what's the circle here?
Ask your magic user friends.
Oh.
It appears to be a teleportation circle, which you've seen a couple of, and very similar to the ones you saw in the crypt under Neiman Gap.
I'm going to take a second and sketch this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, write it down, but should we erase it as well?
No, if we erase it, I will not be able to bring us here in the future.
But they
Jarala-
can keep coming in, so
Jarala
if
just
we've
took
missed-
that way out.
if we've missed something,
Does this look like a permanent teleportation circle, or like someone cast teleportation circle here just now?
It's not a permanent circle, but you can see there's an iron rod in the center of it, which seemingly held the spell for longer than you would expect.
Uh,
erase it.
I'm going to pick up the rod.
It is deeply embedded in the stone and surprisingly cool to the touch.
Seymour Sunkist, you said you were the strongest.
Oh.
You,
Okay.
you are you not?
Yeah, but
Yeah, I thought you were
That's-
so strong, Seymour.
it kind of seems a little dangerous, don't you think?
Whatever
All
magic was
right.
here is probably gone.
Cracking fingers. Oh god, I hope this works. You hear Seymour mutter under his breath as he
Help action.
puts two thank you. Puts two hands around the thing and begins to pull.
Doesn't
Oh.
move.
Can I retry because my honor's on the line?
Sure. Spit on your hands. There's no help action this time, though.
It's okay.
You give Julius some side eye for his bad advice.
Yeah, and
That advice.
great
Hey,
lady.
how else were you helping him? You weren't using your bulging muscles.
Lift
Wait.
with the legs.
I have a spell point.
Are you seriously going to use resources on this?
Yep.
Only a resource
so
we
he
don't
can
take a
be-
short rest.
Yeah. Well, wait, you don't have proficiency yet?
In athletics, I made my character as he was sick as a
Yeah.
child and has no strength. No.
You're FDR.
Yes, FDR is a very good way to look at him, yes. Oh my god!
Oh, for the love of... And we don't have time... And
One-handed.
like a scaly Arthur, I pull a iron rod out of the floor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thank
The
you.
rocks and the stone, sort of get pulled out with it. There is an arcane blast that does erupt from it. So Max, Seymour, and Julius, you each take 7 force damage.
Oh! I could have done that without the force damage.
Max looks at Seymour and just, tosses him the rod and says, "There, can we move on? There's a pool of radiance ahead."
I have the rod! This inanimate carven rod!
It's iron.
Can I roll an Arcana check on the rod and see if there's anything particularly up with it?
If Seymour will let you.
Yes, you can look at the rod. You can look at my rod.
Thank you, Seymour Sunkist. I appreciate you letting me see your rod.
And his
Those
Big
are-
Johnson
Kinda
t-shirt.
looked at them.
That's only a 16.
16, it is clearly some sort of focus that was used in this spell, and maybe if you kept the one from under the crypt or your allies will tell you about another similar one they saw under a crypt in Neiman Gap, you might have something to sort of compare it against. But yeah, clearly this is some strong magic that was imbuing this temporarily.
All right.
I could tell you where the magic went. Right into my face.
So
Is
with
it
that,
worth anything, Antiques Roadshow?
Oh, maybe.
What's the mineral value of iron?
So, Maximilian, you're saying that the magic from Seymour's rod went all over your face?
Now that you put it that way.
Was the
Completely
Odyssey-
straight-faced, not understanding the implication.
Now, is that Tasha's hideous laughter?
It is for Seymour.
No. That's not Tasha's hideous laughter.
Okay, I'm taking
That
a
is
potion.
Julius's oblivious normalcy.
Yep.
Oh shit, I have potions. I should take one too.
I'm gonna take a potion. I am hurt.
So we're not taking a short rest?
Yeah, why aren't we taking a short rest?
It wouldn't help me. I don't have any.
It would get me some spell slots back.
Same.
It would
It'll
get
give
me
me
some
all
healing.
my spell slots left.
Okay.
Channel Divinity?
Oh yeah, and Channel Divinity. I can get gain a spell slot back.
Yeah, let's.
Doesn't help me because the only thing I can use my Channel Divinity on is that temporary hit point stuff.
No, you
If
should
we
have
help
two.
me-
Your Channel Divinity, you can use it as a bonus action to get a spell slot back.
I
Chris.
can?
Yep.
Well, son of a bitch.
Does everybody get that option?
Nope.
Not
It's not a short rest thing for paladins. It's just a bonus action you can use your Channel Divinity on.
Oh well, I've used my Channel Divinity,
Oh, then you're out of luck.
so then I'm done. Yes.
Paladins don't get it back on short rest, but clerics do.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh no, you must then finish a short or long rest to use your Channel Divinity again for paladins.
Oh, there you go. So at the end of your short rest, you will be able to regain a spell slot,
Sweet.
Chris.
Excellent. So I will keep my one spell slot then.
Yeah, third level ability, Harness Divine Power. You do get it. Nice.
Should have. That is some serious hit dice.
What?
Boom.
How?
Jesus, how?
How did you get 2d8 plus 2?
I rolled my hit dice. I don't know. So okay, so that's 16 hit points.
I mean,
Eh.
awesome.
Were you able to roll 2 at a time? That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
I
how'd
will
that work?
say, yeah. I will say, taking a short rest, you can explore the inner chambers here, and most of it's mundane. There's, a modest-sized room with a few straw pallets, a couple of chests filled of mundane personal belongings. Most of the furniture here is in complete disarray. You do find a map of the catacombs that are labeled in Draconic, and Cassit, looking them over, will say they're the most accurate set of maps she's ever seen and asks if she can keep them.
I don't see why not.
And the hallway or the passageway broken in the wall, you can see there's a little arrow on the map that is just pointed towards it, says pool.
And no lifeguards? Shocking.
Herb, are you doing the Song of Rest?
I did.
She
I
rolled a 4.
Yep.
Okay, good. I didn't hear that. Sorry.
And
No, I
at the
didn't-
end of your
I
short
didn't
rest,
say that, yeah.
this kobold comes back to consciousness with 1 hit point.
Hello, friend.
And he just
Better
kind of
not
looks
do
around,
something
panicked for a
stupid.
second.
And Max will just kind of come on by and sit down beside him and say, "How you feeling, friend?"
My head hurts.
Yeah, you were hit by a very skillful shot by our Tabaxi friend here. He didn't quite understand. He didn't quite understand what you were going through in that moment. How do you feel right now, aside from the headache?
What are you going to do with me?
Depends. What are we facing up ahead?
The pool?
There's a pool there, yes. And who else?
There is no one else. We used the pool to project the map.
Uh-huh. And what do you remember of the map?
It showed Monfrith where the temple was.
Oh, excellent. I imagine that you must have seen the map.
Maybe.
Maybe. And let's talk about that conditional about your fate there. Where's the temple? Listen, I'm just trying to help us all move past this whole terrible situation. Besides, you did see how magnificent I looked when I killed that guy, right?
He's being honest. He's trying to help your brother. Just tell him what he wants to know. Assistance? For persuasion?
All right. Will you let me go?
If you promise.
Will you let me stay?
Well, that's an interesting proposition there. I mean, I was just going to suggest something like if you promise to leave town and not come back, but
No, chirp votes yes. Chirp votes yes. Let the kobold stay.
If you, I have some work for him in the, with the press. If he's willing to put his keep in, let's keep him.
what do you say?
Yes.
What's your name, friend?
Sneg?
Sneg? Sneg? Here's the deal. We're going into the pool. We're going to check it out. We're going to see what's there. We're going to go back. We've got places to be and things to see. If you're honest, you're willing to put in hard work and you're not willing to stab us in the back, then you can stay. Of course, if you do stab us in the back, then we will expend no end of resources coming to track you down. But that's less of a threat and more of a guarantee.
Give me an intimidation check.
I is for intimidation. 4.
Can I?
He just looks at you and he's just like, nah.
Well,
Sneg, good. You never heard Sneg.
Listen here, you little shit. If you don't help us right now, we are gonna cut off your tail. And if you don't fucking come and work in this newspaper and make a fucking goddamn difference to this world around you, more than you're doing right now, then we are going to fucking take your tail and snout, replace them, and eat the whole lot.
You
What
sound
the
like,
hell is wrong with you, Seymour
you
Sunkin?
sound like Mondrath.
Oh,
It's Mondrath.
Wait.
Wizard.
yeah.
I have an
Juralis.
I have an inspiration. Can I re-roll that?
Sure.
Still intimidation? Yes. Okay.
nice.
Oh, god damn you.
Why are we intimidating?
Yeah.
You're not.
Yeah, no, you're
You are
really-
attempting to, but
Yeah,
Julius is going to kind of push the kobold behind him, like away from Seymour. Like, what is Seymour doing?
Yeah, Max is just gonna stare at Seymour with his jaw open. Like, what?
Chirp will be more than happy to direct our little once we get out of here, direct our little kobold friend to Chirp and Haboob's friends on the other side of town.
Molly Goldman, has Seymour Sunkist always been this way?
He
Getting a
he can
little,
channel his mother on occasion.
little exasperated. I'm sorry.
I never want to meet his mother. Wait, I probably have.
Oh, you will. She tends to put her nose into everything.
Good. Anyways, to the pool. We don't have a lot of time.
Did
all
we
right.
get a new hit points from Seymour?
I know that was an awful lot of criticism right there.
You were acting a little bit weird.
All right. So, how does it work with familiars with hit points? Do they get them all back when they?
For recovering hit points for short rest, they have the number of hit dice that they have listed in their hit points maximum.
Oh, okay. So it's
So, like, for an imp, it'd be like 3d8 plus whatever, or whatever it is. You just have those, like, that number of d whatevers.
All right. With that, you guys, head down the passageway. Let's take a quick 5-minute bio break, and then we will pick up at the Pool of Radiance.
Ooh.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Nice.
all right. That kobold should have respected us, though.
He was
Kobold did
respecting us.
respect us until you started threatening to dismember and eat parts of him.
To be fair, the way you guys been rolling on intimidation, he had lost all respect the first time around. So
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
I was being the good cop.
Then why
Sure.
did you threaten him?
I wasn't threatening.
Alright,
I was
we're
making
back.
him a promise.
no, he was
That
being
was
a
threatening.
You're
Chirp
right.
is totally recruiting him for the welcomers.
Max is the good cop. He can't be the bad cop.
Maximilian T. Justice, I think you may be mistaken.
By bad cop, I know that you have little opinion of me as an officer of the law. I mean, like the cop that like makes the threatening remarks and tries to
Max,
scare the cops. I'll tell you all about the good cop bad cop routine later.
do we have to defund your organization?
I'm pretty sure that our organization is self-funded.
Ah, okay. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
So what you're saying is you use the power of eminent domain to fund your organization.
And how?
How's people's resources looking? Because I'm at one second level spell slot.
I
I have
have
no spell
2
slots.
second level and I have 2 first level. That's it.
I mean, the good thing is that I have a full complement of divine sense.
How many divine smites?
One actually. I was out.
Can you exchange your senses for smites?
I don't believe so. I believe that it is spell slots that I must expend and not divine senses.
How many bolts does one vial of poison cover? One?
I think
I thought it was a few.
shots.
I think it's 3,
shots.
but if you look up poison in the compendium,
No, at the beginning when we got the poison vials, I think Patrick mentioned that we can use it 3 times to coat the tip of arrows of
That's
bolt.
what I thought. So I'm going to use at least one
Injury.
of them right now.
And second question is, do we get temporary hit points from Seymour during a short rest?
taking
Oh,
a short rest resets the ability, like your ability to benefit from it. So he can give the speech as many times as he'd like. So realistically, the limit on number of people doesn't matter. It's just, have you taken a short rest since the last time you heard it?
Oh, okay.
And we just took a short rest. But he said we were criticizing him, so I don't know if he actually gave us temporary hit points.
He said he did not.
He did not.
And I only have 33 hit points. It's not a lot. I should have like 45.
Were you rolling for your hit
45?
points every time you leveled up?
No. But I have the Arcane Ward, which is another 12 hit points.
Yeah. I got 36. I mean, I'm the D10 guy here.
I've got a +2 con mod. I've got 7 temporary hit points. This is counting the 7 temporary.
Oh.
Yeah, I have with Seymour, I have an extra 19 hit points.
Well then.
I believe that this is a long weekend for everyone in this call.
Yay.
Different days, but what's everybody's long weekend plans?
Pass out from the flu.
Absolutely nothing.
D&D on Sunday.
I work Saturday.
And I work Monday.
We've been doing so much running around. I don't want to go anywhere or do anything this weekend.
I thought the 4th was a...
It is if you're like an office worker or work for the state or something.
And they don't give you a day off in lieu of that, or
No. I don't even get holiday pay.
you don't even get holiday pay?
No, what I get is a potential for us to close early because we're dead.
Oh, well, I mean,
Because
that's
nobody goes to get Chinese food on goddamn 4th of July.
well, I mean, that's like a holiday.
Chinese food? I agree.
U.S. workers don't have as many rights as we do. We're mandated to have a day off unless the company has made specific arrangements with the government or is willing to pay the fine. And we get holiday pay.
I was under the impression that it was based in the state, but I thought at least the 4th of July was a day off, like federally.
Yeah, if you work for someone that's going to be off during federal holidays, but lots of businesses stay open during federal holidays because everybody has a day off.
Yeah, so if you work for 7-Eleven, you still have to work. If you work for a bank, you're scot-free.
All right, is everybody back?
Yes.
Still waiting on Steph. But we could talk more about Doctor Strange.
The only Doctor Strange I care about is Doctor Strangelove.
Here's an interesting trivia if anyone's interested. I saw this YouTube video. This guy was, these uber nerds who try to find Easter eggs and stuff. There's one particular scene in that particular scene that the Illuminati showdown scene. There's 2 statues there, and one particular statue is Xena.
Like Xena,
the Lucy
Warrior
Lawless
Princess
Xena.
Lilith.
Yeah, because Sam Raimi produced Xena.
So by that logic, Xena is part of the Marvel universe. So thanks a lot.
It makes sense, actually. Sidekick.
Well, Lucy Lawless is already officially in the Marvel universe.
Yeah, but Xena can't fly. Yeah,
Wait, she is?
Lucy Lawless.
Yeah, she was on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Right, she was.
Was she Xena?
No.
No. She was.
The broken statue was Xena.
Yeah.
Yep.
Without spoiling it for everyone over here, there's one. You could see that statue for like a moment before it's out of the scene.
Yeah, I didn't even notice.
I just thought the only really great moment of that film was the fight with the musical notes.
The epic bard fight.
Was there? I never understood that fight scene. Was there any particular?
So they're literally fighting using what was it? Requiem en Fugue. It's a famous Beethoven piece. And
one was using Beethoven, one was using Bach.
Yeah,
but is there any
sheet music and flinging the musical notes at each other, and they're impacting with sound? It was amazing. It's how I picture every bard fight from now until forever.
But has it been done before? Is the question. Like, I think that's
not like that.
Yeah,
there's been musical fights, but usually it's they take cymbals, they clash them together, and then the sound wave itself becomes the weapon, or they blow in a horn and it creates a thunderous wave of sound. Then they haven't formed musical notes that then attack, to the best of my knowledge.
What I've realized is I was very silly. Doctor Strange didn't turn into a zombie when he came back from the dead. He turned into a deadite.
I mean, keep in mind whose hand was behind the movie the whole time, so...
I know, it makes perfect sense, though, because he's not a zombie, right? He's still moving fast. He still has all the agency. He's a deadite.
Yeah, I mean, he is.
All right, everybody's back.
Yeah,
you follow this deep, winding, narrow passageway, eventually ending up at a small underground, almost beach area. The cavern around you, the walls are almost a navy, sort of dark gray. And, there are bits of light that still emanate from this large underground pool. You can see the ceiling only curves up to about 20 feet above, but there are flitters of light under the water that are sort of blue to purple, and the drips drip upwards, up towards the ceiling, just sort of very slowly, every 20 or 30 seconds or so. The smell is, one of old sort of must, but there's a tinge of something else in the air that is down here. And you can still see in the upward drips an occasional sort of leftover image or flash of something is still there.
I'm just looking at this pool like, I think I'm out of my element here.
Agree. Do you know anything about this at all?
I can swim. Does that help?
Cassie.
I can crawl.
Cassette shakes her head. She says, I have heard of these pools. I can honestly say I don't think anybody knew it was down here.
Have any of us learned anything about these in the past?
You can give me an Arcana or a History check.
If I pull out my book of lore from my background. Does it have anything on them?
Padme, you know pools of radiance through histories of magic are basically raw pools that appear and, they represent as water, but they are part of the inherent magical energies of the weave itself. And many great users of magic have believed that it could enhance their abilities, but they are both a blessing and a curse at the same time. Great historians have equated, mages attempting to tap into pools of radiance akin to lighting a candle with dragon breath. And more often than not, mages that attempt to use it to fuel their magic find themselves dealing with magical backlashes and very strange side effects.
Yeah, I don't convey all that to the party. I convey that it is a slippery slope to use them that often ends in disaster.
But do I believe that with a fucking one?
You just don't know anything about them. You've never really heard about them. Haboob, you've heard they existed, but you don't really remember much. You never really believed in them. Julius, same sort of thing. These are like mythical kinds of things. But as you stare at it, you can see just occasionally in these kind of drips, again, these leftover images that presumably were left by the last mage that used it. And Sneg will tell you that they did some sort of ceremony down here and then placed the map that we had brought from Witchcross, and in putting it in the water and casting spells, it took the map and showed the images across the top of the cavern and filled the space in between the water. It was magnificent. They sanctified this pool in the name of the Dragon Lords.
Oh dear, that's not good. I'm going to step to the water's edge here. I'm guessing this is the water's edge.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to just sort of put my hands out and I'm going to use Divine Sense. And I want to know if within 60 feet, if I sense anything demonic, fiendish, or celestial, or undead.
You reach out with your divine sense, and it returns to you as this acrid, horrid smell. You get the sense that this pool has been corrupted to serve the powers of undeath and evil dragonkind, is what comes back to you.
Okay, Cassett, we're going to have to talk to the Doom Guide. This pool has been corrupted. This pool needs to be reconsecrated to something less Tiamatish.
I don't want to touch it, but how can you
No,
tell?
you don't. Torm shows me the way sometimes. I wouldn't do that. These images we're seeing, these flashes above the pool, do they resolve to an image, or?
They don't, but I would say, Badme, with your Arcana check, you think that if you could think of the right sort of words or word of power for this, you might be able to just sort of briefly restore the last sort of image or so from these. It won't be easy, but it's possible. As Athena flies out over across the water, a few more drips fly upwards. Give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Three.
Roll me a d12, please.
Oh
Oh
boy.
dear.
So, while Athena's doing that,
Well,
I will voice how I believe
All
that
right.
the proper phrase will activate this to allow us to see what's going on. And then I think I know what it is.
And you all watch as Athena gets hit by one of these drops, and the feathers fall away, and you see one of her eyes blacken and dissipate as Athena is now an undead and will be turned as an undead.
Oh shit. Radiant casters?
well, is Athena still under my control?
Still under your control, but every time you call Athena forth now, she will appear as an undead owl.
Ooh!
Or whatever
Cool.
form will now be undead and will ping as undead.
Pretty sweet.
She smells now.
I don't want that thing in the wagon anymore.
I think I know how to get this to show us what it's almost showing us.
Okay.
Stand back a bit, please. And if that happens to me and I seem to act hostile, do not fear about striking me down.
Okay.
Wait, what?
I ready the manacles.
I read it a sack.
The sack.
I stand
Gonna
behind
get
the
used once.
sexy and manacleist.
I'm hoping to have a little more room in case this has a big magical backlash and, a wave of it sweeps over me. It won't sweep over all of you as well.
Okay. 1 second while I'm...
I'm guessing at least 15, maybe 20 feet.
All right. Let's get Seymour, Haboob, and Molly out of there.
So, I don't want to enter into the water, but I believe that the shoreline ends about here, right, Patrick?
Yes.
So I take that one step forward. I'm like, okay, so logic dictates these people worship Tiamat, so it's probably something like, praise Tiamat our Lord.
Is Molly standing there?
No. Something funky's going on with my mouse. I don't know what's going on.
You speak the words, but as you speak them, Sneg will speak up and say, that language is an insult.
Max, how do I say that in Draconic?
I sort of go over it in my head and I say, did it sound like this? And I'll say it in Draconic.
All right. Give me an Arcana check as you say the words, Padme. And above you, you see the water start to fly up faster and faster, and this map that you recognize of the Elsyr Vale appears above your head in these drops. And to the south, in the Brown Hills, you can see one of these drops just sort of explodes and appears to be a gate of some sort. And Sneg will point and say, yes, there. That is the temple that Mondrath found that contains the essence of the Queen.
And they're all headed there right now.
I think we should go and pay our respects.
Is, yes. And then the image just kind of flickers and changes. And you see a ridge overlooking the Vale. You see great bonfires. You see thousands of gathered warriors, hobgoblins in armor dyed scarlet, thick-thewed bugbear berserkers, goblin warg riders, and you see them standing together, shoulder to shoulder, shouting as brothers. And you hear the thunder of their voices saying, we are the people of the dragon. Ugholf Nahargai. None will stand before us. And they begin clapping shields and swords and screaming. But one by one across this vista, they fall silent. You hear armor creaking as the thousands of heads turn to look upon the place of speaking. There, a single champion emerged from the assemblage and slowly climbs the ancient stone stairs cut into the side of this hill. 100 bright yellow banners stood beneath him like a phalanx of spears, each marked with a great red hand. The war priests holding the banners chant battle prayers in low voices as this champion ascends. On the 100th step, they stop and turn to face the waiting warriors. He is tall and strong, appears hobgoblin-ish but larger, and has dull blue scales gleaming across their shoulder, and jutting horns sweep back from their head. I am Azarkul, son of the dragon, he cries. Hear me, warriors of the Kulkarzul. We soon march to war. And as the warriors roar their approval, the drops sort of pop one by one and scatter and fall back into the water in front of you. And that is where we end tonight.
Ooh.
Ooh, was good.
Fuck.
I believe a litany of curses in Infernal just gets expelled out of Bad May's mouth at this.
Oh boy.
Are those bad words?
Is it infernal or is it abyssal?
I
I
don't
speak
think
one and not the other.
It's infernal. They're all bad words.
I know Common, Elvish, and Infernal, so yeah, it's not Abyssal.
And I do not understand it.
So all curses. Good.
Oh, I do. I know.
Yeah,
I
you
speak infernal.
speak every language, don't you?
I have to read every language.
His how to comprehend languages is now in the hands of a black dragon named Bragiarix.
Yep, so I have to read every language. Sadly. That was good. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that's a great way of introducing the part of the adventure that killed the last party.
Yup.
Way to go, Brendan.
Brendan do.
All right.
Oh, this
That-
was fun.
See everybody next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, what's everyone doing this weekend?
Working.
Should you end the stream first?